Hariom students, welcome to today's online session topic Light, Shadows and Reflections Part 2. Topics to be covered in this lesson: characteristics of shadow, formation of shadow and working principle of a pinhole camera and reflection of light. Objectives: at the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand the formation of shadow and you will be able to understand the characteristics of shadow and you will be able to understand the working principle of a pinhole camera and define reflection of light. Let us discuss about, do you know what is shadow? What is shadow? So you know that shadow is a dark shape that is formed when an object blocks a source of light. What is the source of light? An object that emits light is called a source of light, for example, sun. And let us discuss about the formation of shadow. So formation of shadow. So what is the formation of shadow? For example, on a Sunday morning, you are going to the market, buy some milk. The sun is shining brightly on your face. You see your shadow on ground behind you. The same day in the evening, you are out in the park playing football. The sun rays falls on your back. You see your shadow on ground in front of you. After a while, the sun sets, there are no more shadows. You are confused when the shadows are formed. When the shadows are formed when an opaque object is placed across the path of light. For example, and the shadows can be seen only on a screen. The shadows can be seen only on a screen, and for example, the ground, the walls of the room, buildings, etc. And the shadows are, and another example, the shadows are always formed in the direction opposite to the source of light. Here what is the source of light? Here the sun is the source of light. Here the shadows, here the shadow, this is the shadow. The shadow are always formed in the direction opposite to the source of light. So this is the opposite to the source of light. And here the, in the morning, since you are facing the sun, the shadows was behind you. In the evening, the sun was behind you because the shadows will be formed in front of you. So that is the difference. In the morning, what is the, your face sun, the shadows was behind you. But in the evening, the sun was behind you and the shadows will be formed in front of you. And when the sun sets, so that is the morning and evening. When the sun sets, there was no light. When the sun sets, there was no light, hence there was no shadows. So that is the another example of the formation of shadows. I hope you all have understood about the formation of shadows. So once again, the shadows are always formed in the direction opposite to the source of light, and the shadows are formed when shadows can be seen only on a screen, the ground, walls of rooms, buildings, etc. And characteristics of shadows. You just learned some interesting facts about shadows. Let us list the importance of characteristics of shadows. So what is the of characteristics of shadows? Let us discuss. Shadows is formed when light falls on an opaque object, and the shadows is formed in the direction opposite to the source of light, and outline of shadow matches the outline of the object. and the brighter the light, the darker the shadow, and the shadows are dark irrespective of the color of the light of the object, and the closer of the source of light to an object, the larger the shadow, and the further the source of light from an object, the smaller the shadow. So these are the characteristics of shadows. So it is always black and regardless of the color of the object used to make the shadow. So these are the important characteristics of the shadows, and that is the importance of the shadows. And also you know that when opaque objects are placed in the path of light, a dark portion is formed on the opposite side of the object. The dark portion is called the shadow, and eclipse is a shadow formed in the nature. So this is the characteristics and about the shadows. And let us discuss about the pinhole camera. So here the pinhole camera. So do you know pinhole camera? So this is sorely we need a lot of complicated stuff to make a camera. Not really. If you just wish to make a simple pinhole camera. So let us discuss about the pinhole camera. And here the pinhole camera is a light proof box with a small hole. So this is the small hole, and one side light from an object passes through this hole, and so this light from object is passes through this hole, and the projects as inverted image of the object on the opposite side of the box. So this is the inverted image. So here the image, so what is the image here? The image is the tree is the image. Here the inverted image is formed in this box. And so what is the principle of pinhole camera? And the light rays, so this is the light rays. The light rays from an object passes through a small hole to form a image. To form a inverted image is known as the principle of pinhole camera. So why is the image is inverted in the pinhole camera? So why the image is inverted in the pinhole camera? So can you guess why the image is inverted in the pinhole camera? Because the light, so what is the light? This is the light. So the light travels through air in a nearly perfectly straight line. So perfectly straight line, and before you have the light is travels along a straight line or straight path. So the light travels from the top of the trees. So this is the top of the tree, straight through the pinhole camera, straight through the pinhole camera. This is the pinhole camera, and straight to the bottom of the image. Thus the image is inverted. Here the image is inverted, left and right are reversed for the same reason. So this is known about the pinhole camera, the working of pinhole camera. And here in this camera, here the greater the distance between the screen and hole and larger the image. Here the greater the distance, so I mean here the size of the image depends upon the following two factors. The size of the image is depends upon the two factors. So what are they? The first one is the greater the distance between the screen and the hole, the larger the image. So this is the larger the image. And second one, the larger the image, the fainter it is. So see this image, and this is the another examples of the pinhole camera. So in before only we have discussed two important factors. So first one is the greater the distance between the screen and the hole, the larger the image, and the larger the image, the pointer it is, the greater the distance between the object on the hole, the smaller the image. So that is, it is nothing but here the inverted image is formed. The inverted image is formed. So this is the pinhole camera. So this is the ray diagram. The ray diagram it shows how the rays from the tree enter to the pinhole camera. So how the rays is entered to the, these are the rays entered to the pinhole camera. So what is the pinhole camera here? This is the pinhole camera. And prove an inverted image on the screen. Here, what is the inverted image? Here tree is the inverted image. So whatever object we have to see this here, by using the pinhole camera, the image will be always formed in the inverted image. So that is known about the pinhole camera. I hope you all have understood about the working of the pinhole camera. And let us discuss about the mirrors and reflections. So what is the mirrors? You know the mirror? Yes, you know, daily we have to use that, and we all use mirrors at home. And you look into the mirror and see your own face inside the mirror. What do you see? What you see? What you see is a reflection of your face in the mirror. What is that? Reflection. That's we have to call that reflection. We also see the reflections of other objects that are in front of the mirrors. Sometimes we see reflections of trees, buildings and other objects in the water of a pond or a lake. And so we have to discuss about the one of the activity about the mirrors and reflections. Here see this. Here the mirror reflects a beam of light. Here before we have discussed about the beam of light and ray of light. What is the beam of light and ray of light? What is the beam of light and ray of light? Ray of light means only one ray. So for example, only one ray is passing through is known as the ray of light. Beam of light means bunch of rays. So like that, the bunch of rays is passing through that object is known as the beam of light. That is the difference between ray of light and beam of light. Let us discuss one of the activity here. So for example, so here 3 members is there. So these 3 members are the friends. So this activity should be done at night. Which time? At night or in a dark room. Ask one of your friends to hold a mirror. Ask one of your friend to hold a mirror in her hand and one corner of the room. So this is the one corner. This is the one corner of the room. So in this room, stand at another corner with a torch in your hand. With your torch in your hand. Cover the glass of torch with your fingers. Cover the glass of torch with your fingers with a small gap between them so that you can get a beam of light. Try it. And direct the beam of torch light into the mirror that your friend is holding. Your friend is holding. Do you see a patch of light on the other side? Do you see? Yes. Adjust the direction of the torch so that the patch of light falls on another friend standing in the room. Here, another friend standing in the room. This activity suggests, so what do you observe in this activity? This activity suggests that a mirror changes the direction of light. What is that? A mirror changes the direction, this direction and this. How the direction will be changed? The changes the direction of light that falls on it. How the light will be falls on that person? Because of the mirror change the direction. So how the mirror change the direction? Here is an activity that shows the light traveling along straight lines and getting reflected from a mirror. So what do you observe in this activity? This activity shows the light traveling along a straight line. The light traveling along a straight line or straight path and the getting reflected from a mirror. So here the mirror. So that's we have to call that reflection. What is that? That's we have to call that reflection. I hope you all have understood about the mirrors and reflections. Mirrors and reflections. Once do this activity in your home in night time, not in morning. Summary. Let us summarize what we have to learn in these light, shadows and reflections of light. Shadows are formed when an opaque object comes in the path of light. What is that? Shadows are formed when an opaque object comes in the path of light. Do you know what is the opaque? In part 1 we have to discuss a material that do not allow light to pass through them. To pass through, it is called opaque material. What is that? Opaque material. And the pinhole camera can be made with the simple materials and can be used the image, the sun and bright lights object. So whatever image we have to show by using that pinhole camera, the image will be inverted image. So what is the image is formed? Inverted image. Inverted image. And the mirror reflection gives us clear images, and that's we have to call that reflections. What that? Reflections. And the images are very different from shadows, and the light travels in a straight line. So always the light travels in a straight line or straight path. I hope you all have understood about the light, shadows and reflections part in this lesson. In this, what we have to learn? In part 1 we have to learn that difference between translucent, transparent and opaque objects. In part 2 what we have to learn? How the formation of shadow and characteristics of shadow, and what is the principle, working principle of pinhole camera and mirrors and reflections. What is the, and it's related to one activity, and light travels in a straight line. I hope you all have understood this light, shadows and reflections of light. Hari Om. Thank you. Hari Om students. Thank you.